Hey, and welcome to today's episode of Watch It. I'm Nick with a K.
And I'm Beardo.
With an O?
With a beard. Duh.
Sorry. Anyway, on today's Watch It episode, we're going to be talking Game of Thrones, Doctor Who, and if we still have a little bit of time left over, maybe some GOTG.
Which means Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to that one. Anyway, so Game of Thrones.
Where do I start? First of all, the theme is perfect. There's one thing that I've always found, the music. The music's got to be right. Set in the medieval days, which I automatically love. Like, that's just a personal preference, is the old board and sword, shield, great sword, arrows. Medieval battles are my kind of battles. Lord of the Rings, love them. And yes, I know, it's going to come out, so I'm just going to say it now. There is not as much as people say.
See, that's one thing I was, that kind of, before I even tried watching it, I did watch a little bit, maybe I'll give it a try again. It's your job to convince me. I find it takes away from it, it breaks the flow. Like, I know it's necessarily, but why can't they just go, what they did in like the 80s and TV shows when they show people kissing and then just as things were about to get hot and heavy, they cut away.
That would be kind of classy, but it's not as bad as it is. Plus, also, if the mentality that I have, it's yes, I like them, but I'm also like, they're there. Deal with it.
We got to keep this a little bit PG.
Yeah.
Remember, we do have kids watching.
Yeah. But even like how it's knitted together, all the families are kind of talking with these people, talking with those people. These people are aligning with these people. It's a very strategic game, and you also need it's a Game of Thrones. You want to get on the throne, and actually for the first bit, I needed like a map of who's all related to who, because I was just getting confused with the names. But once I got through with the names, then I was good.
So, I got a question. I gotta bring this up. Sean B. Spoiler alert. Just in case. If you don't want to know, turn your volume down. I'll give you a thumbs up when you can turn it back up.
He is typecast to die, and he does die because that's just who he is.
Okay, well, that I had to ask that because, he dies in a lot. Like you said, he's typecast. He dies in a lot of things.
Boromir, dead. He's in a James Bond movie. Dead. Crushed by a helicopter or something. Yeah. He dies good. That's what I'll give him, though. He dies a lot, but he dies well.
He's in GoldenEye, yeah. That's the one, the James Bond one.
He's got a good way to go out.
But
he doesn't die in National Treasure, though.
No, he doesn't. Which was surprising. He just goes to jail.
That we know of.
Yeah, that's true. He could get shanked in jail. You never know. But I will give it a try. I will try because I know it's got lots of great good actors on it. Jason Momoa,
Kit Harington.
I did not like him in Pompeii.
Really? Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, I've heard stuff about Pompeii. Apparently Pompeii was...
but it's also got, I can't remember his name now. He was, Peter Dinklage. That's it.
Tyrion Lannister for the win.
He's got it, and he is, I've seen him in a lot of stuff. He is a fantastic actor.
Yes. Especially the stuff that you don't know he is. Like, for the longest time, I don't remember if you've seen it, and I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, but in the second Narnia, Prince Caspian, he's the dwarf.
Was he?
Yeah. The one that, sort of fights Edmund, that's Peter Dinklage.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah. But then looking back on it, it's like, yeah, totally.
I'm going to have to check that out again. But, I've never seen Game of Thrones, but what I have seen is Doctor Who.
And I have not seen. But I've been told I should see. I've been told that I'd like it because it's spacey and there's mythology and stuff kind of entwined into it.
There's a lot of mythology to Doctor Who because they it goes all the way back. It's like the longest running sci-fi show in existence, I believe. Like, I know they took a long break, and I mean, I've got all of them at home, because my wife loves Doctor Who. Maybe on a future episode of Watch It, I can convince her to come on and talk Doctor Who, but I don't know how likely that is.
Surprise guest.
So yeah, exactly.
Just hide the camera, she won't know.
But she, she was the reason why I started watching it. I'm not a big fan of the old stuff, but I do like the new stuff. And I mean, yeah,
the old stuff's super cheesy. Like, cheesy graphics, cheesy acting. Like,
you know what?
Cheesy.
It's the costumes that
like, not even good cheesy, just like bad cheesy.
A lot of the early ones are black and white.
Oh wow! I didn't know Doctor Who was that old.
It's quite old, but some of it is cheesy. But the older episodes aren't quite as scary for younger audiences because of the graphics and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in costumes. Like, Power Rangers is cheesier than Doctor Who.
Oh God, Power Rangers.
But
you know you're a '90s kid when. Hey, and I can even say that.
Hey, they're doing a reboot of not Doctor Who.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
I heard that and I was like, that can either go really good or really not. There is no middle ground for that. It's either good or bad.
Yeah, exactly. But going back to Doctor Who, I do like it because it's got some good actors that have done other stuff. Like, there's, I can't remember his name now. Christopher Eccleston. He's been in a lot of stuff, and he was actually a bad guy in Thor: Dark World.
Oh,
he was Malekith.
Yeah,
the Dark Elf.
I actually really liked him as an actor. He was good for that role.
He did a good job. And David Tennant, who also has been in Marvel stuff. He's Kilgrave in the Jessica Jones Netflix series.
Never seen.
Yeah, okay, he'll watch it. I'll force him to. If I have to tie him down and keep his eyelids open, he'll watch it.
This might also get, like, kicked me off of the show in the future. I also haven't seen the Daredevil one.
Oh, God.
But it's very much on my list.
Okay, you need to watch it. Season 2 comes out soon.
Yes, I am aware.
And it's got... Season 2 is going to have this guy.
Punisher.
The Punisher. But speaking of Marvel movies, I want to step away from Doctor Who now. If you haven't seen it, watch it. And comment down below who your favorite Doctor was. I personally like Doctor number 10. I know my wife really likes...
Isn't there a huge fan following for like 12? 12 or 9?
I'm not sure, but my wife, I think it's Doctor number 4 that she loved. They've had different actors for each number Doctor, because when an actor doesn't want to do it anymore, they
kill the Doctor.
They kill the Doctor. He regenerates and looks different. So that's how they explain it.
Cool.
It works. It works. It does.
It does work.
But I want to go from one spacey thing to another. Guardians of the Galaxy. Volume 2 has started production this week. I know because I follow James Gunn, the director and writer, on Facebook. Follow him. He shares behind the scenes pictures of them rehearsing and goofing off too. I mean,
well, Chris Pratt, there's gotta be some goofing off.
Chris Pratt, Michael Rooker,
Rocket Raccoon, that's the character. Bradley Cooper.
Vin Diesel, and I love the name. Volume 2. Yeah. Not just Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Volume 2.
Volume
after
2.
The cassette.
After the cassette. I like it when movies name it something different. And I'm hoping for the Deadpool movie, for the sequel, that if Cable's in it, that they call it Cable and Deadpool. Not Deadpool 2.
The Deadpool show featuring Cable.
Something like that. But, I'm looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because they've got my favorite character, Rocket Raccoon. Yes, this is a bobblehead, but it's not smooth. It's fuzzy. He's a fuzzy guy.
Peach fuzz.
But it's really smooth. But I'm looking forward to it. The one thing I'm wondering is...
which stone?
Which stone? If any.
Because the Tesseract is out, because that was in Thor.
Tesseract, they
And
had... no, Tesseract was not Thor, it was Avengers.
Yeah,
well, Captain America
kind
first.
of Thor.
Captain America.
Tesseract's been around.
Captain America and then Avengers. Thor 2 was...
Dark World had Ether.
The Ether. Or Aether, because it's spelled
I
Aether.
thought it was Eather.
No, it's
Aether.
It's Ae.
Oh. Well.
I'm pretty sure, anyway. They've had the Mind Gem in
Because that's
Avengers,
currently
which is
on Vision's forehead.
in Vision's forehead. And
The Gravity Gem. Guardians of the Galaxy.
the purple gem, yeah. I don't remember what the names, because they changed the names from the comics.
Because yeah, I've heard the purple one being the Gravity Gem and the Power Gem. It's like, make up your mind.
I'm pretty sure
you?
it's the power gem though, because I mean, look how much stronger Ronan was.
Yeah, and
when he used
or
it.
even like the collector's girl chick when she tries to grab it, gone.
Yeah, and
then all 5 of the Guardians, they needed so much power to hold the gem.
Exactly, but I think that the only one they really have left is the time.
Space. Time and space.
No, that's right, because they've had 4. There's only 5 gems, isn't there?
Yeah, and they've had.
I don't know. You know what? You help us out.
Comment down below on which ones you think are which ones. Comment down below.
You know, let us know, because I find that even really confusing, and I'm easily the biggest nerd of all 3 of us. Speaking of which, you know what we should do in the future when Nicole's back? Nerd off! Nerd off! We'll get someone, another party, to come up with the questions, and they'll be off camera. Maybe we'll get my wife. She might not want to be on camera, but...
Kind of like nerdy never have I ever. Someone says this, and it's like, raise your hand if you've done that.
Something like that. And we'll do that and see who the... maybe we'll have to come up with a crown or something.
Yeah, get like a point system, have some sort of like... We need like the ultra nerd crown, like medieval with a slash of futuristic for space, with a slash of superhero.
We'll come up with something. If you guys got any suggestions for that, actually, comment down below or follow us on Twitter at Nerd Time with the Nicks. And don't forget to check out our blog, which we'll post down below.